We're at San Jose, California, Display Week 2015, and I am with Brian Krzanich, who is the CEO of Intel. He's a keynote speaker here at Display Week, and he's been talking about human device interactivity and Intel's RealSense technology. And Brian, what are the main factors driving human device interaction these days?
Thanks, Jenny. At Intel, we believe that computers need to really move out of the two-dimensional world and really move from 2 dimensions to 3 dimensions. And so if you think about your own world and how you see it, you move from 2 dimensions to 3 dimensions by 2 things: your hearing and your sight. And computers have had hearing for a while, and with RealSense, we believe we can add sight, true 3-dimensional sight to computing. And that will really change that interaction and change the world.
That is great. Can you describe some applications, some real-world applications that would derive from this?
Sure. So if you really kind of expand your computing world, you can think of that you can now take a tablet and scan any object, a dice from your game that you're missing one of the 2 dice. You could scan the other one, send it to a 3D printer, and you'll be able to print that out almost immediately. But that's just the start. You can think of robotics, and because robotics is another form of computing, robots will be able to see in 3 dimensions. So they'll be able to interact with things, move around things. Your games, I can scan you and put you right into a game. So almost every aspect of computing, we believe, will shift and change as a result of this.
Do you think that end users will need to be convinced that they need these kind of interactions, or do they see these applications and are so blown away that they instantly want them?
You know, I think that what happens is if you told somebody just on the street, would you like your computer to have, 3D eyesight, they'd go, well, I guess. But once you actually show them one of these applications or how they can use this, they immediately become engaged, because this is immersive. Because it is 3-dimensional and you are 3-dimensional, everything you do, our interactions right now are in 3 dimensions.
Yes.
And so that was part of what keeps us engaged. And so people become engaged the minute they see this. And once they have it, they typically don't want to give it up, we found.
Okay. And what about display designers themselves? We're here at Display Week. What should display designers keep in mind thinking ahead to this new culture of interactivity? Sure.
Part of why we wanted to come here is because this really has to connect with the display maker. And so we've tried to work really hard making this very thin, very light capability so that display manufacturers don't have to reorient their screens or rebuild anything. But what they need to think about is that what new types of applications, and in fact, how can you now interact in 3D out from the screen? You have to, as a display maker, think about not just this flat screen, but what's in front of your screen, what's out there, so that you're interacting with that now. And so it opens up a whole realm of possibilities for the display makers, we believe.
Well, that is exciting. I look forward to using some of these applications in the near future. Thank you very much, Brian. We are at Display Week 2015 in San Jose.